Well, the big story that we've been tracking it all night because we've seen some dramatic developments. Former Haryana Minister Gopal Kanda arrested by the Delhi police. Kanda in fact dramatically appeared outside the Ashok Vihar police station in the capital after hoodwinking police checkposts on his way. Moments later, the police arrested him. The former Haryana minister, who's been missing for 10 days, appeared at the police station hours after his brother Gopal Kanda was arrested. Govind first announced that his brother will surrender. Now, Kanda faces charges of abetment to suicide and criminal intimidation in the Geetika Sharma suicide case. The 23-year-old former air hostess of the now defunct MDLR Airlines, owned by Kanda, was found dead at her home on August 5th. Geetika left behind a suicide note accusing Kanda and a colleague of torturing her. Kanda has been missing since pressure mounted on the police to arrest him. He had little option but to surrender now after his anticipatory bail plea was rejected yesterday by the Delhi High Court. And on Thursday, a trial court had issued a non-bailable arrest warrant.
अपनी स्वेच्छा से गोपाल जी सामने आए हैं और हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, जाने दीजिए, कृपया जाने दीजिए।
दिल्ली पुलिस को ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए।
दिल्ली पुलिस का जो बिहेव आप देख रहे हैं,
दिल्ली पुलिस का
गोपाल जी खुद
अपनी इच्छा से इन्वेस्टिगेशन में शामिल
आए हैं।
अपनी इच्छा से इन्वेस्टिगेशन में शामिल होने के लिए आया हूं।
So now let's take a look at the sequence of events. It's been drama all night long. There was information coming in that Kanda might surrender. That was at about between 10 and 10:30 last night, and then between 11:30 and midnight, checkposts were set across the district. And finally, at midnight, Gopal Kanda, his brother, arrived at the Ashok Vihar police station, asserting that Gopal Kanda will surrender in the next 10 minutes. Then at about 12:15, Gopal Kanda, the brother himself, was arrested on charges of harboring the accused. That's what the police say. And at about 12:30, half hour past midnight, the police barricades roads leading to Ashok Vihar police station. And at 12:40, Kanda's lawyers assert that Kanda is not absconding, assuring he will surrender soon. And finally, at 4 a.m., Gopal Kanda surrendered, after which the police arrested him. Now let's go across to Avleen Gill and Vikram Chaudhary, who joins us from Chandigarh. They've been tracking this story all night. Avleen, finally, it wasn't 10 minutes. It took a couple of hours before Gopal Kanda arrested. Just take us through those developments you've seen all night.
You know, you ran us through everything, yes, that happened ever since we got that information at around 10:32. Gopal Kanda's surrender and then arrest here at 4 a.m. Of course, in the middle, you know, but one thing that has been puzzling everyone, the police has been now hot on his trail for the past 10 days that they say he's been absconding. He's tried all his legal avenues, he's exhausted them thoroughly. I mean, he applied for anticipatory bail at the lower court, was rejected, applied for anticipatory bail at the high court, was rejected, was given a non-bailable warrant, had little other sort of choice but to come here and surrender himself. But that same police that had sent teams across the country to 8 states, you know, around 600 men were deployed, 50 raids were conducted, 5 raids at his Sirsa residence itself. But they came up empty-handed in terms of they didn't know where Kanda was. But that same police did know where Kanda was coming last night. I mean, Gopal Kanda landed up here at around 12 a.m. at the Ashok Vihar police station and asserted that his brother was not absconding and would give himself up in about 10 minutes. Of course, those 10 minutes turned into 4 hours. But irrespective, the Delhi police knew where he was and they didn't want to give Kanda the chance to surrender, having messed up the investigation, having botched it up right in the beginning, where they could have arrested and questioned, when they could have detained and questioned Kanda right at the beginning, immediately after Geetika's suicide, and a note blaming Kanda for, you know, pushing her to suicide. All that could have happened, and that's the same police that knew where Kanda was coming last night. They set up checkposts across the city, across the district, and yet he managed to reach the Ashok Vihar police station under his own steam in a UP News Delhi registered vehicle and give himself up. So the Delhi police has been left red-faced once again. This is another question that the Delhi police would have to answer, that when they knew where he was headed, they still couldn't pick him up midway. Back to you, Kulsum.
Absolutely, Avleen. Many questions still to be answered by the Delhi police. Let's go across to Vikram Chaudhary, who is in Chandigarh. Well, Vikram, we've heard the Chief Minister there distancing himself throughout the past 10 days of Gopal Kanda missing, but there's no denying it's a big embarrassment to the government.
Obviously, it's a big embarrassment for the government. Assembly session begins here on 24th of August, just a week away. The Hooda government perhaps wanted everything to settle down so that it doesn't give opposition any opportunity to aim at the Congress government in Haryana, because obviously it's a big embarrassment, huge embarrassment. And what opposition has been saying is that the Congress government in Haryana was trying to shield the minister Gopal Kanda. But now, off the record information, what we could gather in the last few days is that Hooda government wanted Kanda to be arrested or wanted him to surrender much before the assembly session could begin, so that there is no tough posturing or perhaps no tough answering that the Congress government needs to do in the assembly. They wanted to escape the tough session in the assembly. That's the reason they wanted everything to settle down. Obviously, the face saving what the Congress government can have is that they would say that he is not a Congress MLA, he was an independent and he's resigned. But obviously, then the questions would be asked that his close proximity to the Congress government, and also, as many would say, opposition has been saying that he's the one who got few ministers. Remember, in 2009, there was a hung assembly here in Haryana, and Congress just got 40 MLAs, and each MLA counted. And it is believed that it was Kanda who got Hooda a couple of MLAs, and that's how he bargained and managed to get the post of Home Minister in Haryana. So obviously, that's an open secret that he was even close to Chautala's.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.